Life with Ben, only on PTV.
I think it was last year sometime where Sherry suggested a recipe that I try for my show, and it didn't go over that well. We had never even tried it. We just tried it right here on camera, but it didn't work. This time I'm gonna do the same thing, only I'm gonna be using a recipe that was given to me by a coworker. And she knows that I'm a big fan of Wendy's, in particular the Wendy's chocolate Frosty. She found a hack online, and I'm gonna give it a try. I actually had to stop right in the middle of what I was doing because I was missing an ingredient that I thought I had in my pantry. I just got back with a can of Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk, which is one of the 3 ingredients that I'm going to be using for this hack for a chocolate Frosty. I've got 2 more ingredients. There's chocolate milk, here I am, just completely inept in the kitchen, trying again. 3rd ingredient is Cool Whip. I'm not the biggest fan of Cool Whip, but that's what the recipe calls for. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Sherry brought me the hand mixer. What? Oh, yeah, this belonged to my grandmother. So this is kind of old, but it still works. Now, there's no real instructions on how to put these together. It just said blend the 3 together and then freeze. Just my type of recipe. What do you think, Sherry? Start with the milk, or should I start beating the Cool Whip first?
Cool Whip doesn't need to be beaten, it's already mixed.
All right.
It's just a matter of folding it. I would put the Cool Whip in at the end.
Oh, okay.
To fold it in.
I'm gonna pay attention to someone who knows more in the kitchen than I do. Okay, let me shake this up. I've got a big bubble here. Oh my gosh, this is thick. But it is milk. It's whole milk, whole chocolate milk.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Just kind of put the lid back on
Okay.
and shake it up just to make sure that anything is
You heard it here first. What do you think? Put the whole half gallon in first?
Yep.
Okay.
And then your can of milk.
All right. That's the milk. Next is the Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk.
And we want a spatula to get everything out.
It looks like vanilla pudding. This is thick stuff. As soon as it stops pouring out of the can, I'll grab a spatula and get all the stuff out of it. That way, well, at Sherry's suggestion, I've got everything. Okay, this is a weird consistency. It looks like it's pasta being poured out of the can. Gonna get that spatula. Sherry, I guess any spatula will work, huh? I look in this can and all I see is vanilla custard pudding. Now again, this is just a test recipe. I don't even know if this is gonna work. The milk is in, the condensed milk is in. Now I just have the Cool Whip.
You should
Sherry says I need scissors. Dopey me. All right. Sherry also, what? Should I use the mixer?
That's such a small spoon for that job.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
Get the whisk.
I'll get a whisk. Is this better? Cherry?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be okay.
Okay, I think I got all the condensed milk mixed in. It doesn't feel like there's any more sluggish stuff on the bottom.
Okay. And then you may not need the mixer. You may need to just fold it in.
All right,
The whisk.
just parts of it at a time.
Didn't you get a spatula?
I had a spatula, but I put it in the sink already. I'll get another spatula. My comic relief over here. How am I supposed to mix this?
It will mix with the, not with that pan, it will mix with the whisk.
Should I just like piece it in together and
Whatever you want to do.
whatever I want to do?
You got
I was
one.
using a spoon.
You got a floating island now.
So what do I do? Just like
Yeah, you just need to incorporate it all.
incorporate. I'm not making a business. I'm just trying to make a Frosty. I will say this, it actually does look a little bit like it'll lead to the consistency of a Frosty. I'm gonna fold in the rest of the Cool Whip here. Again, I'm doing this on my own. I really have no idea what I'm doing. All right, I think I'm gonna use the hand mixer now. I even struggled getting these beaters in. I'm telling you, I am not designed for the kitchen. I know, tiny, slow,
But
put it in.
first.
I think everything is blended well now. Oh dear Lord, I am so challenged. I'm gonna freeze this and see what happens. Oh my gosh, it's really cold. But I've been told that the mixture itself won't freeze completely, but it'll become the consistency of a Frosty. We'll see. Sherry and I discussed this, and we're gonna put this in separate containers so it'll freeze easier. And she looked at it and she says, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna have Frosty for days." I'm thinking, yeah, what's wrong with that? I've got these little plastic bowls. Did we get these at the dollar store or Target? These are only 50 cents a piece at Target. We're gonna go ahead and dish some of these up. These are all dished up now. I'm gonna stick them in the freezer, let them freeze over. Then I'm gonna head to Wendy's, get an actual Frosty, and we'll do a comparison. It's been a few hours since I made my homemade Frosty hack, and I also went to Wendy's to pick up an actual Frosty. I'm gonna try the Wendy's Frosty first, and compare it to the homemade. I'm a huge fan of the Wendy's Frosty. It's always been a very nice light dessert. I've had their strawberry, their vanilla, and most recently their pumpkin spice. And they're all delicious. Now, come on, it's a soft serve item from a restaurant. What's not to like? Now here is the homemade. While this isn't exactly a Wendy's Frosty, I gotta say, it's not that bad a dessert. I understand where the creators of this hack were coming from with it. It's definitely not comparable to an actual Wendy's Frosty. You can't beat what Wendy's has been offering guests for over 50 years. Go buy a Wendy's Frosty and you can skip the homemade hack. Remember, adventure is out there.